Tickets last year back in the place and looking for a big win against Nevada as we are underway. And ball sails through the end zone for
tackle him. He can run you over.
Keenan Christian, the offensive captain, in the backfield, takes it up the middle, out past the 35.
And assistant defense coordinator Mike Bethea said they've just had some problems with eye discipline.
Pressure coming up. Malin flushed out of the pocket and gets out to about the 30 against Hawaii, averaging nearly 62 yards per punt. Carlos Sandy comes up to make the fair. In the pistol, it will be Sean Dollars, redshirt junior running back. First play of the game, first pass open. Hasn't done a whole lot the last few games, but probably their most explosive playmaker on offense. 2nd and 4 here. It's Dollars up the middle, carrying a couple of guys with him. Lewis with time off to his tight end, Cameron Zeidler. And you can see the pressure coming. Lewis escapes it. Talk about making something out of nothing, and he picks up the first down. Senior receiver from Lancaster, California, lines up with a pistol, goes in motion. Bell with the ball, plus territory, puts his head down, gets to the 55-yard line. Desmond. Here's Lewis calling his own number on 2nd down, dives to about the 31-yard line. Lewis. Here's Dollars. Trying to bust it to the outside. It was all bottled up inside, bounced at the outside, picked up.
Their tails off. They've lost a lot of games, lost all their games, but they're playing hard.
Do have a flag down on 2nd down. Brown and Dollars as well, who continues to be the tailback in the pistol. Lewis looking to throw again, pressure coming. He's going to keep it and pick up about
time. Design quarterback runs, and when things break down.
Huge 3rd down for Nevada. Over the middle, complete right at the sticks. Going to depend on where they mark it. John Jack and in Talton, his long on the season is 44 yards. This one from 43. Snap is good, hold is good. Kick right down the middle. So Nevada on the board early. Zendejas, he's also the all-time leader in Mountain West Conference history. And this is Matthew Killam kicking off for Nevada. Cam Davis and Sheldon Canley. It's Canley here, tripped up. Lucky Sutton in the backfield, and man, does he run.
They've got a lot of talent back there. They distribute it well, but they need somebody to just get that hot hand and go.
Pitch outside to Cam Davis, has a little room around the left side, out past the 30-yard line, takes a big whack from ball game. Moving alongside Jalen Maiden. Here's Lucky. Lucky out to the 30.
To throw, they've come out running on this drive.
4-man rush, kind of a delayed rush coming in. And that one in plus territory for the Aztecs. It is caught by Mekhi Shaw.
It's in the wrong place.
Cam Davis in motion. Maiden keeps it himself. Has some room up the middle. Finally slowed down by Elijah Winston. Browning, the punter, the Mountain West Special Teams Player of the Week. 56 yards per punt last week. They don't want that here. They want that. Wow! Up here early, 3-0 in San Diego. Riding a 16-game losing streak, stacked up there.
How quickly he triggers. You could see it from Ratcliffe right there. That's why they feel comfortable with him in the box.
Throwing on 3rd down, work to do here. John Jackson out to the 7-yard line. Not going to be enough 4th down. Matt Freem on to punt from his own end zone. Mekhi Shaw driven back to the 40-yard line. Takes a little stumble. Man, was that a great punt.
I mean, you know, just lined up at the back of your end zone, and they were...
Diego State. Keenan Christian picks up one, maybe two. Elijah Wilson. 2nd and 8 here with time winding down in the first quarter. Maiden gets the snap off. And then wide open along the left sideline is Breon Penny.
As it looked more than a second and a half ago.
Nice run here. Text messages between text messages. Thanks for that, buddy. 2nd and 4 here. Flags flying. Lucky Sutton spinning his way to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, this is going to be on Elijah Winston. He's going to be on zone to a field goal attempt.
Browning on once again. This one from 34 yards out. Does he sneak it through? No good. Dollars in it, tailback. Working out of the pistol on 1st down. Here's Dollars, has a little room out past the 25 to the 27 before he's racked up by Marcus Ratcliffe.
The defender actually grabbing the arm as the ball is getting there.
Well, Campbell didn't even say a word when he got up, but you could clearly see the hand grab there, and that punt does not go very far for Matt Freem.
Has a line on that, and then you have an official running up the field. Explain that in a sec.
Good pass to Nicholson. And we have a flag down as Nicholson is wrapped up by Imani Johnson.
He's pointing, he stops.
Little geometry on 1st and 25. Nowhere to go for Maiden. And he is wrapped up by Machiavelli Malatumau.
Tumau able to get that one.
They lost 6 on that play, so brings up 2nd and 31. And Kristen.
It's easier to focus on the road, get your stuff together.
Browning punting from his own 25. Sandy pushed back to about the 8-yard line. He's going to return this one and wrapped up right away. And starting their average drive at the 15-yard line. This one starting from the 11. Dollars breaks 1 tackle, but still wrapped up for a loss. 3rd and 11 for the Wolfpack. Another flag here in the 2nd quarter. Right. Unfortunately for Nevada, brings up 3rd and 16, and we have another penalty. The same issue was plaguing them this week. Going to keep it on the ground here with Dollars. Does a nice job getting to the outside. The San Diego State defense kind of stretches that. A dangerous return man. One of the best returners in the conference. Reams punt, hauled in by Shaw. Fair catch at the 48-yard line. So San Diego State.
Davis lined up in the pistol.
Well, you mentioned it. 6 different ball carriers last week for San Diego State. This time it's Cam Davis in the backfield. Maiden fakes the handoff, has all kinds of time. Motioning to his receivers, decides to take the 3 yards before he's run out of bounds by Joe Moyaki.
4 yards on that one when the ball is released.
Martin Blake in the game at running back with Cam Davis. This is Blake. Blake picks up 5, maybe 6. Maldonado on the tackle for Nevada.
Team, and they've got to be the blocking dummies sometimes, if you will, doing all kinds of things in practice.
They have a great history of walk-ons here at San Diego State. Jack Browning, the kicker and the punter for SDSU.
Run.
Dollars again, tough run, and he was actually wrapped up. He's already in the game for Dollars. This time it's Lewis. Lewis wiggles his way through for a yard or 2 before he's taken down by Cooper McDonald. 1 for 5 on 3rd down so far tonight. 3rd and 9 here. Pressure coming on Lewis. And down goes Lewis. Sack made by Dominic Oliver, the sophomore from San Jose, with his first sack of the season.
In this game. Can't do that on the road.
Ooh, almost blocked. Does get it off. Here's Shaw at the 45. Great field position for San Diego State. Their third straight possession starting in Nevada territory. Maiden keeping it on the option, picks up 7. Ingesting these games all day long. Third and 3, the inside handoff to the big freshman Lucky Sutton.
And for the game 4 loss for the Rangers.
So what do you do here? You take a shot. Here's Lewis. He's thinking about it. He's going to tuck it and run again, pick up the first down. So just over 30 seconds on the clock here. That is in
off. Just got to get out of bounds.
Talton's long on the season, 44 yards. So they really need to get down to about the 30-yard line to be comfortable. That's a 15-yard gain here. Here's Lewis again. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. And there's the flag. Spencer Curtis did a nice job of drawing the PI from Josh Hunter. Gonna run one more play.
Yeah, they'll run it
on the ground with Dollars. Dollars breaks free. They're gonna need to call a timeout right here. Temp from just inside the left hash for Brandon Talton. And the kick is up and good. As you saw, a San Diego State player running in from the sideline. It was Noah Tumlin.
For a half, the defense has certainly played well.
New territory for San Diego State as well. As you saw, the first time they've been shut out in the first half since late November of last year. Here's Bell. Spinning or trying to spin out of a tackle, but Sheldon Conley II does a nice job holding on.
And it looked like he saw that one, just a missed chance for some big yards.
Bottolato Birdsell right up the gut. And that's out to about the 27-yard line.
See how those routes are going to develop, and that's what you saw that time for Fiaseo.
Freem gets the punt off. That time not Aussie style, just takes a couple of steps and yet they have been unable to put any points on the scoreboard. Here's the rush coming. They flushed out of the pocket. And he is wrangled down by James Hansen. Here's Kristen with some room. Drew Watts finally wraps him up.
Hey, man, kick you out, give him the wrong shoulder, squeeze that hole. But a nice play design executing.
Christian again cutting it back up inside. Thomas Whitty.
Movement up front this time.
Keeping on the ground again with Davis. Davis to the 35, maybe the 34-yard line.
It's been that execution in those late stems like you saw right there.
Keeping on the ground. They had some issues there at the mesh point, and they're not going to get it. They Ellie here with you. Nevada with the ball and a 6-point lead over the home team. Lewis looking downfield, going to tuck it and run himself. Slides, and then the hit coming in. Long combined. 2nd and 5. Pressure coming on Lewis. Gets rid of it. Plenty of time. Bottolato Birdsell picks up the first down for the
men. That's tough. 2 of them, forget it, man.
Nice
chose
job.
the wrong position.
Gets out to the 49-yard line. What I was saying on that last stop, Garrett Fountain.
Long with the size to go with it at 6'4", 260.
You always need those guys on your team. Here's Bell, the wide receiver, lining up in the backfield, and this is why they want the ball in his hand. Looking at him again, but he's covered. Big hit taken by Lewis. Still gets it off. Way to hang in there and get it to John Jackson III.
Point accuracy, still can make the completion. Fiaseo got up to the line there, trying to draw a false start. He may have accomplished it.
We have 1st and 15. Jock Bottolato Birdsell met in the hole by DJ Bryant and Marcus Radcliffe.
But they felt good that those guys could hold up.
They are in field goal range. It would be nice to get a few more yards here, but they are no longer in field goal range as Des Malone takes care of that. They could not afford the sack. It's a loss of 7.
It wasn't always as fun, or when
a little more difficult.
Free.
So on comes Freem after they're knocked out of field goal range. And again, another great punt. Initially touched inside the 5-yard line and then down just outside a little bit more is San Diego State. They want to get the win here.
Especially, it's week to week. A tremendous performance coming off a poor one against UNLV.
Keeping it on the ground with Cam Davis out to the 5th. And the fair catch made at the 49-yard line. A 37-yard punt for Jack Browning, the senior from Lakeside, California.
His name all night long, Dale Von Campbell.
Lewis keeping it on the ground, picking up the first down. Again, it was Jamal Bell in the backfield.
Bell. So this is probably a good no call there.
2nd and 10, keeping it on the ground with Bell. Makes a move out to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back great plays for Coffee to transfer from Texas. Talton off the upright and no good. It would have been a career long from 48 yards out. 4 left here in the 3rd. San Diego State still trying to get some points up on the board. Keeping it on the ground here with Lucky Sutton. Lucky Sutton was working on the scout team most of the year, including last week. Got to efficiently move the ball up and down the field at all tonight. Here's Sutton again. Oh, my. Huge collision there with Richard Toney Jr. And Toney got the worst of that one.
Yeah, he's definitely physical playing from that safety spot.
Yeah, he had Breon Toney all over him. Sutton again. Nothing going here.
But you mentioned Ryan Lindley, and yeah, he knows that.
With Mississippi State, and then came over to his alma mater last year, and now he's trying to figure out this Nevada defense that is giving up almost 40 points per game, but 0 tonight.
Your hands in the proper position, you try and squeeze on the ball. Sometimes you twist the ball, and that's what he did right there. Ended up sending it to the turf.
Fair catch called for at the 12-yard line after the 40-yard punt.
In the right position, they just have to be there.
Going to keep it on the ground with Bottolato Birdsell on 1st down. He picks up 2.
Look how far off they're playing here, giving all kinds of space for underneath throws.
Getting it into the hands of Bell. He's shoved out of bounds by Des Malone.
I think we're going to move on here.
All right, Dean, thank you.
Wow.
Bottolato Birdsell, they're keeping it on the ground here. But yeah, that is a great point. It's either targeting or than here. Lewis going to throw, pressure coming right away. Nowhere to go for Lewis. Fiaseo, the first guy there, man, he has been so...
When you have an inside rusher, you need to take that guy on preference and maybe leave some guys on the outside free.
4-man rush, and...
whether it's jumps or other penalties, been way too much.
Here's a shot from Lewis. He held on to the ball. Dale Von Campbell, was he in? He was in. The biggest catch of the game for the Pack.
Pounds. Good catch.
They snap it quickly, but that was a clean catch from 44 yards on that play. Longest play of the game for Nevada. Bell in the backfield. Here's Bell again, trying to accelerate around the corner, and he does.
I think they're going to get right guard Joey Capra on a hold here. Linemen know that, but as soon as he starts trying to escape, you got to let go.
Here's Bell again. Gets back.
About wide receivers, a lot of time they want to run horizontal, not Bell.
Wide open receiver. It's Cameron Zeidler. Yeah, I thought so too. They changed it. Oh, they might have drawn him off sides. Taking a free shot. That's exactly what he did. Wide open down to the 3-yard line. What a nutty game this is. It's Campbell again. It's out. Identical in distance to the last kick that went off the upright. Talton.
Oh,
Plenty of leg. No good.
Head like, okay, I don't want to think too much about that and miss it to the right.
San Diego State keeping it on the ground with Lucky Sutton. I do want to button that up by saying Brandon Talton is a 6-0 lead. Let's see what his defense can do here on 2nd and 4. Maiden keeping it himself and picking up the first down.
QB counter.
Inside toss. It's their speed merchant in the receiving core, Joshua Nicholson.
Down the field any way you need to.
Giving it to the big back on 2nd and 1. He is stoned right at the line of scrimmage, but it does look like
Obviously his touchdown, because you're not going to have the ball again after this one, most likely.
here's Sutton doing a nice job using his blockers. Big stiff arm. Maiden keeping it himself, makes a couple of moves. Avoids the big hit. Amani Johnson.
5-ish, 230 pounds by now, I'm guessing.
Quick pass outside for Maiden to Cam Davis on 2nd and 5. Another flag is down.
You've got to get your hands up inside. You can't reach them to the outside. You're going to get called holding every time.
Maiden looking to throw for a moment, or perhaps it was a planned quarterback draw, whatever the case may be.
For first downs.
3rd and 4. Here's the money down, keeping it on the ground with Lucky Sutton. He is upended by Drew Watts. Nice tackle by the middle linebacker for Nevada. And now are depending on their defense to keep San Diego State and Jalen Maiden from putting some points up on the board, but they convert on 4th down, and it's a first down Aztecs.
And the personnel that Ryan Lindley showed pre-snap.
Lucky Sutton still fighting for yardage. 2nd and 9 from the 23. Maiden gonna throw. Pressure coming from Nevada. My goodness. Oh my! Ball's out. Jonathan Maldonado is there. It's an interception for the Wolfpack. That may have just sealed the deal on their first win of the season. We do have a flag down.
And the left tackle had a shot at him as well, but he would not be denied on that one.
They are officially ruling that a fumble, not an interception, but whatever the case may be. They're going to keep it on the ground here with Brendan Lewis picking up the first down, and that's going to do it. The Wolfpack is back, ladies and gentlemen. That faith paid dividends tonight.
And, you know, you can only coach them so much. In all my years of playing, never seen a coach on the field take a snap, right? You coach the guys up. They have to go out and play. They challenge each other in the locker room, but ultimately comes down to how you execute on game day. That was a tremendous performance defensively.